Hey guys, and welcome to a very different sort of video today. We're going to do a review of sorts of a video game system that I purchased for £30 on eBay. Okay, so now we all love our old retro games. My personal favourite is the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you're from. Well, I'm from England, so we have Mega Drive. Now, this is one of my favourites of all time of classic consoles. Yes, even more so than the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now, this is a lot of Sega in one bit. Can't deny that. It's a lot in one go. But you'd think, okay, we need to find something. We need to find something smaller, more compact to play our amazing Sega games, such as, if I can get it out, hang on. As Moonwalker with Michael Jackson. But yeah, so we just naturally assume and chop that in and we'll go, give me a Mega Drive 2. That looks so pathetic. By comparison, I much prefer this one. So we'll go, oh, let's have a Sega Mega Drive 2. That's nice and small. But then, who needs this? Really? Because then you can get the At Games Mega Drive. So, well, not really that one. That's a nice little system for plug and play to play some Sega Mega Drive games, but obviously it's got the wrong sound chip in, so everything sounds a bit dumbfounded and weird. But yes, so we've got our Sega, we've got our Nintendo cartridges, and we've got our Super Nintendo cartridges, but we want it all in one place so we can have these beautiful machines, not so much this one, intact for future days. So I purchased from eBay the Super Retro Trio. Now, this for a clone console is absolutely fantastic. I cannot fault it in any way, shape or form. Just so you know, I have to, it comes in a box like this. And it advertises for the Super Retro Advance Adapter, which so you can play like Game Boy games on it. This is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I love this thing. Hang on, whoop, get that out of the way. So here is the console itself. Isn't it nice? So we have our Nintendo Entertainment System here, Super Nintendo and Sega Mega Drive or Genesis, depending on where you're from. Literally, that is all it needs. And we have this here. I'll just focus in on that, see if you can see that. So we have Genesis, SNES or NES, and it's literally 4 switch button. And we have our reset button. Super Retro Trio. Now, this faceplate here, we just pull this down, he says. And here we go, we have all our ports for all of our games consoles. So we have the classic Sega Mega Drive, we have the SNES, and then obviously the normal NES here. And we have this, we have a region switch. For whatever region that your game is in. Now, so far, since I've had it, I have not needed to flick it at all for any game I've put in it. So I'm not sure if that's just like a cosmetic feature or what, but I'll show you in a minute. I've already put some foreign games in it and they work fine, so I've never actually had a chance to touch it. So, and literally, here we go, we have our input, output, and that. Standard AV. I think it was it 9 volts? I can't remember, it probably says it on it, but I can't see. 5 volts, not 9. Crazy. So, probably thinking it looks pretty darn stupid in here, but it does not. We have Starwing or Star Fox for the Super Nintendo, for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and we also have, I didn't get it out of the case, and we also have this. Now, I know I could have put a better selection of games in there, but just look at it though. It looks beautiful. a nice little thing. I think it's very nice. So yes, this does work with all imports. Well, I have not met an import yet that hasn't worked. I can't get that one out. Doesn't want to leave. Your soul. Okay, so yeah, this is an American import of Friday the 13th. This is clearly a Japanese or Chinese rip-off game of Pokemon, because it wouldn't be on a Sega cartridge. This is the English version of Star Fox. However, I do have the American, I think it was. I can't remember. I got it from somewhere. I think it was America. I also have a Donkey Kong Country Japanese one. We're rattling a little bit with that one. Also have Robocop for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and we have Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega. And obviously this is a Genesis cartridge. Now, I haven't had any problems with this, screen-wise, and testing it. The only problem I have had, because Sonic is quite a high-speed game, I do get a little bit of jerkiness going on in it. So what we'll do is I'll reset the camera, and I will plug it in, and I will show you some gameplay footage. Now, I did just quickly forget to mention the controllers. They have a Super Nintendo-styled controller. Now, I have heard things about the previous incarnation of this, how the controller actually sucked. Now, I don't own a Super Nintendo, but obviously I have played one. This is a Super Nintendo controller. I mean, honestly, it is. The buttons are not floaty or anything. You've got nice maneuverability here on the crosspad. You've got nice buttons. I've even gone so far as to put the indentations into that one and that one. The risen buttons here. We've even got two sticks here. But this is the part which confuses everybody. Instead of having a Super Nintendo connector, it has... I cannot focus. I am lacking in the... Come here, light. We have a Sega Genesis controller plug. So, not only does that add confusion, not only does it add some salty people to the mix, but they work perfectly fine. If I was blindfolded and handed a Super Nintendo controller, then handed this, I probably couldn't tell the difference, obviously, unless I went like that, or, I don't know, maybe feel the recess in the back, but it feels like a Nintendo Entertainment System controller, or Super Nintendo rather. So yes, that's that. Now for purposes, we are going to test the fake Pokemon game on the Genesis. We'll test the Japanese import of Donkey Kong Country, and the American import of Friday the 13th, and show you that we can play these in beautiful high definition. Not high definition, it's just my amazing television. Right, now, so we're going to play the fake Pokemon game to begin with. Let us begin. Oh my god, this hypocrisy. This game is seriously amazing. So we have our controller here, just press start. And there we go, we have our fake import game, which is a bit like Mario in the sense that it's a 2D platformer. It's not great, with these weird Pokemon like monkey there. But yeah, it plays fine. I haven't flicked any switches to try and get it to play. It is still on the PAL region. I think maybe it's just there for... Oh, well, I died, so... That's that game. Oh, Rare, what happened to you guys? Well, as you can see, everything is working perfectly fine. I don't have any save games on this yet. I've yet to begin my adventure in Donkey Kong Country. Obviously, I've played the Wii remaster. So yeah, everything works out pretty nicely. Well, unfortunately, we have that Japanese text appearing at the top because obviously this is the Japanese import. But everything runs smoothly. Everything looks great. I can't fault it personally. Oh well, I just killed Donkey Kong. I'm sure it'll be fun. Ah well, we lost the game. Right, now I will show you the American edition of Friday the 13th. So here we have one of the worst games ever. Friday the 13th. And yes, this works absolutely fine. If you've been familiar with this game, it is a pile of steaming shit. But yeah, everything works fine. I think curiosity got the better of me with this game. I had to purchase it. I regret my decisions, I'm afraid. Oh well, I'm dying. But yeah, that's Friday the 13th. So now I'll get on and show you some English games that work with it now. As you can see here, we have pretty nice little... So now, this is what I'm going to get to. Everything sort of lags in this copy of Sonic. I don't know if it's the copy of Sonic, however, I had played this on an At Games console and my two original Mega Drives, and it worked fine. So I don't know if it's just this console, but we have a little bit of lag, or it slows down rather. For a game that's supposed to be emphasizing speed, look, the frame rate is not good. See, it's floaty, to be correct. But yeah, that's my only gripe, is that Sonic doesn't work properly, but then again, nothing is better than the Sega Mega Drive. So let's move on to Starwing, or Star Fox, for the Super Nintendo. Now, as you can see, I have no problems with this game. I didn't want to do a training game, but there is no problems with this game at all. The frame rate is good, everything works good. Oh, so much nostalgia. But yes, everything works fine on this game. It's beautiful. There's nothing else really to say about that. It just works fine. So as you can see, graphics are fluid, there is no lag whatsoever in this game. Everything runs extremely smoothly. Smoothly? Go away. Give me my gun, I wish to shoot something. Everyone's just gonna attack me. There we go, we got our gun. I'm just gonna kill some dogs. And I didn't... Oh, for God's sake. You know, it's such a beautifully violent video game for a kid's console. I love it. Oh, there's so much happening. I'm trying to watch through my viewfinder so that everything is happening all at once. Oh well, I got him. So yeah. So, to wrap up this review, I have no problems with this. Well, I can't say I have no problems with it, because the one problem I have with this is that it isn't... I won't do that because I'll break my cartridges, but it's not this beast. But yeah, definitely good value for money. I bought an American edition off eBay. A bit silly of me because I had to get a power adapter or step down adapter for it, but it was, well, the price was fairly cheap. It was about £25. I think someone had it on eBay for £25 with £2.50 shipping or £5 shipping, I can't remember. But I'd seen a lot of like sort of things of these on YouTube and whatnot, and I wanted to throw my 3p worth in. I highly recommend buying this. Oops. So you don't have to keep putting too much stress on your older consoles and whatnot. I don't even have a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo Entertainment System. I used to have a Super Nintendo, but that died a long time ago. And I've heard the life expectancy of a Nintendo Entertainment System is not good. Apparently they die fairly easily. Or so I've been told. But, yeah, so this would definitely prolong the life of your proper consoles. I highly, highly recommend it to anyone who is a retro gamer or wants to start collecting retro games or games consoles, or at least the games, so then you've got something to play them on. I highly recommend this. So, yeah. Hey guys, and thanks for watching. Remember to comment and rate this thing, whether you like it or not, or whether you hate it. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, fist bump, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video.